if I'm going on any big trip, I always take my ESAB Renegade VOLT. That is a battery-operated welder, operates off power tool batteries, so it's super easy to keep charged and super easy to use when we're on the trail. But as you can see, just by looking at this, there's no way it's gonna fit in this space right here. Plus, I wanna add a cooler back here since we're gonna be on the trail for long days. So I think right now the plan is ditch the back seat, build a cargo rack to properly store all this stuff. How has your day been so far, Mr. Scherm?
Epic. So this is like a full circle event for me, where as a kid I grew up loving Tonka trucks, right? And thinking off-road was where it was at, and watching as many things as I could get my eyeballs on. And I love the maker style community that makes what we're riding in. I mean, you've made an amazing rig here. It's beautiful.
Started as a pile of tube on the tube rack, and then a whole bunch of welding. Now we're on John Bull Trail. John Bull. So it's not,
ain't no bull.
Yeah, it's not really that different. I mean, it's similar to what we've been driving. Okay. We're gonna be down in the valley for a little bit. There's a couple good little rock gardens down here at the bottom, and we'll have you drive through those rock gardens.
Me? I get to drive?
You get to drive. Yes, sir.
The John Bull Trail is one of the toughest sections on the Big Bear Trail loop, packed with rock gardens, steep climbs, and tight technical lines. It's all part of the San Bernardino National Forest. And out here, lockers and a solid set of tires make all the difference. Even Scherm from ESAB jumped behind the wheel of my LJ to give it a try. We've met some great folks on the ride so far, and everything's been running smoothly until now. Things took a turn when Willie managed to get the Carlisle Tools Jeep stuck.
Well, I guess the old tube rotated there in the diff. We hopped out and noticed that pinion angle was severely off and got to looking, and yeah, we spun the tube inside the axle, and it just so happens, man, you brought your stick welder, and I'm happy for it.
All right, so we'll pull the pinion back down, hopefully get it lined up, and then we'll glue it together.
Yeah, 1 to 3. That's the angle we're looking for. Right now, it's like, like this.
He's not getting an angle of 1 to 3. He's gonna get close.
Time to put some of those tools to work. The axle tube unfortunately spun on the differential, and now that it's back in place, we're breaking out my ESAB VOLT battery-powered stick welder for a little trail side welding action.
How much weld time can you get out of something completely portable?
Yeah, fresh battery charge, but you get 10 minutes of battery on 1/8" electrode.
10 minutes of welding.
That's with 1/8 rod. If you are doing something thin though, you wouldn't use 1/8, you'd use 3/32.
Sure.
Well, now I'm gonna turn that amperage down. The minutes go even higher. You're talking 15, 16, 18 minutes of welding.
And completely stand free.
There we go. That should get you home.